Hi everybody, welcome to Measurement. This is a History Plus Math program from the Raupp Museum. My name is Debbie Fondre. I'm the museum curator and I'm the one who will be talking to you today. Let's get started. Why were math and measuring important for farmers? Because 100 years ago and 150 years ago, everybody around here was a farmer. Well, measurement saves you work. Farming was hard work, so if you could do something to make it less work, that was great. And measurement can help you make money. And that's always a good thing too, right? Let's figure this out. What did farmers need 150 years ago? Farmers needed tools, like a plow to dig up the ground, like an axe to chop down trees, like a lantern to see. Farmers needed animals, chickens, cows, but farmers also needed measurement and math. They needed to know these things. Building a barn. When the pioneers first came to Illinois, there was nothing waiting for them. Not even a house. This is what your first house might look like, but you had to build it. They had to build everything from scratch. They got materials by chopping down trees to get the logs they needed to build. There's the axe to chop down the trees. That's hard work. Wouldn't it be good to know how many trees you needed before you started? You need a fence first. That will keep your farm animals safe, and that's important. How many trees will you need to build your fence? If each tree is 3 squares high, how can you figure it out? There are a couple different ways. You could count every square all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to count that corner square twice because the fence goes on both sides. Or you could count each side and then add them up. So you can count this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 plus 10 and 8 plus 8. Either way, once you get the total, you will need to divide by 3 to get the number of trees you need. 36 squares divided by 3 equals 12 trees. When you are measuring the outline or edge of a shape, you are measuring the perimeter. The perimeter is all the way around the edge. That's the perimeter. Animals in the barn. Should you choose cows or chickens? Let's try chickens first. How can you figure out how many chickens will fit? Well, you could count them one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That could get old, right? Or you could also figure out how many squares one chicken takes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and use that information. If one chicken takes up 4 squares and we have 90 squares total, how many chickens should we be able to fit in the barn? Wait, how do we know there's 90 squares? Well, you figured it out. If you count the squares on one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the squares on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and multiply, 10 times 9 is 90, you know there's 90 squares in the barn. So let's divide. 90 barn squares divided by 4 chicken squares equals 22 chickens plus a little space left over. When you are measuring the total space inside of a shape, that is the area. That's what you just did. You found out the area to figure out how many chickens will fit. That's a little complicated, right? Let's try it again. This time, try to figure out how many cows will fit in the barn. Remember, the first step is to figure out how much space one cow takes up. There's your cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. Cows are bigger than chickens, aren't they? 1 cow equals 12 squares. Okay. Now you need to know the total amount of squares in the barn. You need to know the area. You can figure that out by multiplying the length of one side by the length of the other side. So one side times the other side. 9 squares times 10 squares equals 90 total squares in the barn. Finally, we divide. 90 barn squares divided by 12 cow squares equals 7 cows in the barn with a little bit of room left over. Cows versus chickens. Wow! Okay, now that we've done the measurement and the math, you have a choice as a farmer. Would you rather have 22 chickens or 7 cows? Actually, the choice wasn't quite that easy. You make more money from a cow than you do from a chicken, so you have to think about that too. Look at the little chart. Chickens make you $1. Cows make you $3. So we have to multiply again to get our total money. 22 chickens times $1 equals $22. 7 cows times $3 equals $21. $21 versus $22. Now the choices look about equal. Could there be a third choice to think about? You probably already guessed it, right? Cows and chickens together. Farmers didn't really want just one kind of animal in their barn. They wanted more. It's your turn to decide. What would you choose as a farmer? You can mix cows and chickens in any way you like. Remember, 1 cow takes up 12 squares of space, and 1 chicken takes up 4 squares. What do you think would be the best mix? Can you figure out how much money you would make on your farm? There's a chart for you to try it. Remember, cows make $3 each and chickens make $1 each. You can pause the video if you want to work on this. Wow, farmers used a lot of math. Yes, they sure did. Math and measurement were important to running a farm. They could save you work and they could help you earn money. Was it only about cows and chickens? No. Farmers also had to think about pigs and many other things too. That's the end. Thank you for paying attention. If you have questions, you can email us. Other than that, have a very nice day.